breaking of a covalent bond between atoms which have the same electronegativity. Which have the same electronegativity. After breaking of the bond, two reactive species are made which are called free radicals. Example: chlorine. Chlorine. There's an electron here. There's an electron here. You put down UV light. You put down UV light. So when you put down UV light, what happens is this electron goes to this chlorine. This electron goes to this chlorine. And these are half arrows. Half curly arrow. Why is it half curly arrow? Because it's just one electron which is being given back to chlorine. Anyways, so it's half curly arrow. These are broken, and after these are broken, this bond is broken. We get back chlorine each with a single electron, single unbonded electron. So free radicals which are formed are very reactive due to free unbonded electron, present in its orbital. So homolytic fission only occurs between atoms having the same electronegativity. In example,
HCl. Sir, why does the carbon electron go to the fluorine?
Because
Fluorine has higher electronegativity.
fluorine has higher electronegativity. So after heterolytic fission occurs, we get a cation and an anion. Cation and so এটাও বড় করে লেখো, হোমোলাইটিক ফিশন যেভাবে লিখছো এটাও এভাবে লেখো। So heterolytic fission occurs when the two atoms bonded together have different electronegativities. The atom with the higher electronegativity, is the one that keeps both electrons from the covalent. So the atoms with the higher electronegativity is the one that keeps both the electrons from the covalent bond. So heterolytic fission gives you an electrophile and a nucleophile. Electrophile মানে electron loving. Nucleophile is nucleus loving. So electrophiles are electron loving and nucleophiles is nucleus loving. মানে নিউক্লিয়াসের ভিতরে কি থাকে, পজিটিভ চার্জ থাকে, রাইট? So since its nucleophiles are negatively charged or they're negative, they want to get the positive center. This is all about, this is heterolytic fission. So for an example, if we take A, which is bonded to B, and if both the electrons comes to A, so which basically means that A A is getting both the electrons and B is getting none. So A is now surplus in electron. He's in surplus of electron. So he would want a positive center. So this is a nucleophile. This is a nucleophile. And this is B. It does not have any electron. The electron which it donated has been taken away by A. So now he is deficient in electron. So he would want more electron. He loves electron more. So that's why he is a electrophile. So next, আমরা এখন থেকে তাহলে what are the species we have learned? So attacking species. Attacking species এর মধ্যে we have learned free radical. We have learned about electrophiles. And then we all have also learned about nucleophiles. So তোমরা কি কেউ বলতে পারবা যে free radical attack কোথায় হয়? What type of compounds undergo free radical attack? আমরা O levels ও পড়েছি এটা, আমি তোমাদেরকে পড়াইছি।
Halogens and alkanes.
Very good. It's between halogens, between halogens and alkenes. এটা একটা example, ঠিক আছে? এটা লেখো না, don't write it, but free radical substitution occurs between halogen and alkanes. If you remember, we took a methane and then we added a halogen and then it became CH3Cl, if you remember. So eta ki, what is this? Free radical substitution. Electrophiles. Electrophile hoy between alkenes. So alkenes undergo what type of reaction? Substitution reaction or addition reaction?
Addition.
Addition reaction.
Addition reaction. So we call the mechanism, the way the alkenes react, it's known as electrophilic addition. Electrophiles are added to alkenes. That's why they undergo electrophilic addition reaction. And then we have electrophilic substitution also. Hey, এগুলো কিচ্ছু লেখার দরকার নেই. Don't write these. Don't write these. I'll explain these to you later, step by step. No, or else you'll get confused.
Sir,
Nucleophiles can also undergo addition between carbonyl groups. Hey, can you tell me what the carbonyl groups consist of? And substitution between halogenoalkanes.
কার্বনাইলে সি উপরে ডাবল বন্ড ও আর দুইটা জায়গায় আর থাকবে না?
দুইটা জায়গায় আর থাকবে, তাহলে কি বলবো?
তো এই যে অ্যালডিহাইডস আর কিটোনস না?
Aldehydes and ketones, very good. Carbonyl groups are basically aldehydes and ketones. Our halogenoalkane is an alkane with a halogen. That's it. So these are the things we need to study. কিন্তু বিফোর উই গো ইনটু দিস, তোমাদের বইতে কিন্তু ইটস আ ভেরি স্ট্রেট ফরওয়ার্ড, ওরা কিন্তু লিখে দিছে, বুঝছো? সো বিফোর উই গো ইনটু দ্যাট, আমরা উইল clarify the concepts of electrophiles, nucleophiles, and free radicals. Free radicals, we have already discussed how free radicals are formed. We'll again discuss further about free radicals. But for the time being, we'll study about electrophiles and nucleophiles. So, first of all, what is an electrophile? What is an electrophile? These are positively charged. So, we already know how they form this positively charged or neutral species. So, it's not necessary. Eta kintu tomader boite nai. It's not necessary that it has to be positively charged. It can also be a neutral species, which are deficient of electrons, which are deficient in electrons and can accept a pair of electron. It's very important. Pair of electron. একটা electron accept করলে কিন্তু we cannot say that it's an electrophile. It has to accept a pair of electron.
তাহলে কি হাইড্রোজেন আয়ন যেটা অ্যামোনিয়ার সাথে অ্যাটাচ করে অ্যামোনিয়াম আয়ন ফর্ম করে ওটা কি ইলেকট্রোফাইল?
Of course, because it can accept a pair of electron. আমি এটাই পড়াতাম, থ্যাংক ইউ আব্দুল্লাহ, তুমি আগেই বলে দিছো। An electrophile refers to a chemical species that likes negative charge. So obviously you know how it likes negative charge, because it's deficient in a pair of electrons. The positive ion formed by heterolytic fission will be attracted to a region of high electron density in another So electrophiles. Positively charged
I have to go
species.
back for a second.
Okay, so who can tell me where AlCl3 is acting as an electrophile?
Al2Cl3 Al2Cl6 যখন ফর্ম করে।
Very good. So তোমরা কি বুঝছো যে why aluminum chloride is acting as a electrophile? Because it can accept a pair of electron. But
Yes, sir.
তোমার যদি if aluminium already had 8 electrons around its if aluminum chloride already had 8 electrons around the aluminum central atom, would it form a electrophile? Would it accept a pair of electron? If aluminium already had 8 electrons around the aluminium atom, could it accept more electrons?
No, sir.
No. So এই জন্য তখন কি
No,
হতো?
sir.
What would have happened? It would have not acted as an electrophile. So our next topic is, will all positively charged species act as an electrophile? Is it possible? Will all positively charged species act as an electrophile? What is the answer?
No.
Does it need to be a pair
Does it need
of
to?
electrons? The answer is no. For example, let me write it here, okay? For example, sodium ion, it already has 8. It already has 8 electrons in its outermost shell. Can it act as an electrophile? So Aro, if you're done with this, let's take another example. Ammonium ion and hydrogen ion. Ammonium ion na আমরা আরেকটু simple বুঝি, NH3 plus hydrogen ion is giving us NH plus, the arrow should be towards this side because it's the electron is going from the nitrogen to the hydrogen, and then we have hydrogen, hydrogen, hydrogen. Okay. So let's come to ammonia. Ammonia কি ইলেকট্রন নিচ্ছে নাকি ইলেকট্রন দিচ্ছে?
দিচ্ছে।
So ammonia was donating electron. Hydrogen ion was accepting electron. So who is an electrophile? Ammonia or hydrogen ion? So this is hydrogen ion is an electrophile. Then what is ammonia? It's donating a pair. Then okay.
Nucleophile.
It's a nucleophile.
Nucleophile.
It's a nucleophile. Okay. Acha. এখন now since we have a ammonium ion which is NH4 plus, can the ammonium ion act as an electrophile? Nazifa Hassan.
Yes, sir.
Can NH4 plus act as an electrophile?
No.
Why not? Your answer is right. It will not act as an electrophile. Why?
Because it can't. It doesn't need any more electrons.
Because it does not need any more electrons. It already has.
Because nitrogen is bonded to the hydrogen atoms. So
হ্যাঁ, so nitrogen আগেই ছিল কয়টা? নাইট্রোজেনের এখানে একটা, দুইটা, তিনটা. Nitrogen already had 3, and then he got 3 more for hydrogen. Total koita? 6, right? And they already had 1 pair of unpaired electron or lone pair. It had 1 lone pair. So এখানে 6টা electron, এখানে 2টা. So total it has 8 electrons. So আগে hydrogen ion did not have electron, or it was deficient in electron. Now even hydrogen ion has accepted this pair of electron. So now he's even full. So will it act as an electrophile?
No, right?
The answer is no. Yes, it will not act as an electrophile because nobody now is deficient, or nobody now needs electrons. Every one of them are, all of them are now fulfilled with electrons. So there are they don't need to get any more electrons anymore. So that was all about electrophile.
স্যার আর কত দেখাবেন স্যার?
আরো 15 মিনিট বাকি আছে। আর বেশি না, I was just joking. এইটা শেষ করলে আমাদের we are done for today. তোমরা আজকে can be both neutral or negatively charged. So types of nucleophile. Types of nucleophile. একটা হলো neutral, obviously, neutral species. So neutral species এর example কি? Water, ammonia, amine, RNH2, and so on, so on. And
Do those dots represent electrons?
yeah, negatively charged nucleophiles who can donate a pair of electrons. So it's H minus. H plus is a electrophile, H minus is a nucleophile. Therefore X minus. So X minus basically could be fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, and then it could also be hydroxide ion.
What do you mean by H minus?
Hydride ion. So hydride ion কখন হয় বলো তো? Tanas Shanil Bari. Tanas Shanil Bari. When does a hydride ion form?
Sir, I'm not entirely sure.
But okay, at least try. Sahad Khan. Sahad.
Yes, sir.
Why can't I see you? Bolo.
Wait, sir.
I can see you now. So
Can you see me now, sir?
when is hydrogen negatively charged?
So could you repeat the question?
When is hydrogen negatively charged?
So when it gains electron,
Are
negatively
Baba.
charged now.
Sir, when they react with S block metals.
Okay, recent.
Muzammil is absolutely right. So when it reacts with group 1 metals,
Group 1 and 2.
hydrogen, group 1, yeah, hydrogen can act as negative ions. Hydrogen can act as negative ions when it reacts with metals. So that's when we call them metal hydride. Okay, done.
Is that it?
That's it.